Hello, my name is John Piglia, and I'd like to make a video about basically explaining my past experiences and how I've came to understand some of the things I understand, how I've learned some of the things I've learned. Anyway, here I go. When I was about 21, 22 years old, I started going to a church close to my house, and every time I went there, it was like everybody there was speaking to me, like speaking directly to me, and it was always what was going on in my life at that point, and it was always helping me with everything that was going on in my life, during that time. And so I kept going, and before long, maybe a month or two, I started getting these thoughts of, telling myself, what would Jesus do? I've heard it in the past, and, I guess I thought to myself, well, let's see if it actually works. And so what I did was I started telling myself, or asking myself, what would Jesus do before every action or even thought that I had. And I kept doing that, constantly, over and over and over again. Every time, everything I did, basically everything I did was, what would Jesus do? And I would do what would Jesus would do, which is basically love. And I don't know if I really thought this at the time, understood this at the time, but I was going through it, and I was doing it, and before long, everything in my life started coming into place perfectly. Everything started falling into place like a puzzle, like perfectly. Everything started making sense, and I was happy. I started getting a good feeling, really good feeling, naturally. And I kept doing it, and I started getting euphoria and being able to keep the euphoria, 24/7. And so I guess I kept doing it. I had good friends. My external environment was very positive and loving and caring, so that was a big help too. I know they say that the external environments shouldn't matter, but it does. It does make a big difference. If your external environment's positive, it's a lot more easy to be positive. Anyway, I kept doing this. What would Jesus do? And I would actually do what Jesus would do, which is give love. And when you give love, you get love. You get what you give. So I did this, and I actually did it for a whole year straight, and I had euphoria for a whole year straight. My whole body, 100% natural euphoria. It's all natural, no substances or anything, 100% natural. And it lasted for an entire year. Euphoria for an entire year. So anyway, long story short, I took advantage of it, and I started going to clubs and partying and everything, and I lost it, So anyway, this was about, I'm 37 now, and this happened when I was 21, 22 years old. So I started studying. I started trying to figure out what exactly was happening. So I studied every day. I studied nonstop, constantly. I was just driven on this, what in the world was going on at that point in my life. How did that happen? Why did this happen? How and why and everything. Just asking questions nonstop. That's all I did, was ask questions nonstop. And I kept learning. And I'm gonna make a long story short, because later on in other videos I'm gonna explain more about it, exactly what I went through, what I studied, and all this stuff. And anyway, about a year and a half ago, I had another awakening. And my awakening was everything that went on in my life when I was 22 years old, everything came to light and was understood. I now understand everything that happened in my life when I was 21, 22 years old, and when I had euphoria nonstop. So basically, that's when I want to start making videos about and helping people, understand some things, and learn how easy and simple life is, really, because that's all it is. It's really simple. It's nothing but simple. It's so simple, it's unimaginable. And I don't know, anyway, that's what I wanted to make, start making videos about and helping people. But alrighty, thank you.